Welcome back to the Dashing Investor YouTube channel, where we're all about positivity and making more money for us and our families. So but before I jump into the video today, I just want to make sure all new dashers, even veteran dashers, go check out my other videos, because I'm always testing a lot of new things. And once I find out it is a success, I always post a video about it. So yeah, I'm sure I'm doing some things that even you veteran dashers are not doing. And if you are doing them or something similar to that, maybe you can just watch my videos and it spurs some more things in your mind to be creative and come up with some more things that'll make more money for you. So let's just go ahead and jump on into this video and what exactly happened to me. So last week I had something that has never happened to me before, and quite frankly, it hasn't happened to me after that either, the last few days. So I'm just trying to figure out if it's something that Doordash is testing in different markets or whatever's going on. So I got this delivery in my favorite zone, where I like to Doordash, where all the big high-paying restaurants are. So I picked up the order. I headed out to the delivery, and when I dropped it off, and dummy me, I didn't do the pause method. And what is the pause method? You can go and check out my other video about the pause method. It definitely will help you increase your earnings, but check that video out. But I didn't use the pause method for this time. I didn't hit that pause button. And basically, a quick rundown of what the pause method is: after you pick up that order, you hit that pause button, so that'll keep from any other trash add-ons coming to you. Because in my market, outside of that zone where I work, is just littered with fast food restaurants. And I'm not trying to pick up from fast food restaurants, because those are the low paying offers. But anyway, so I dropped off the order, I hit complete, and I noticed, I was like, oh man, I didn't pause it. So before I could pause it, bam, I got another order, and it was from Wendy's. It was a decent order. So I said, well, I'm not going to decline. It's a decent order. I'm not going to decline it. So it'll hit my acceptance rate. So let me go ahead and run this, and I'll make sure I'll pause it and head back to my favorite spot after this one. So I headed over to that Wendy's, and just like what I feared, it took forever to get this order. They gave me the drinks real quick, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe this is one time where Wendy's is gonna be quick. Yeah, they gave me the drinks, and then it was like another 25 minutes before I got the food. It was totally ridiculous. Hell, all the ice had melted in all the sodas, so that's pretty much watered down drink by the time it got to the customer. But so yeah, I'm in there about 25 minutes with this Wendy's order, and like, oh my God, man, I didn't want to unassign it. I had already sat there all this time, so I didn't want to unassign it and just waste more time and then waste that money that came from it. So I said, well, I'll just eat this one. So I sat there. So finally, I got the order. So I headed to the car, and by the time I got in the car, I got a phone call, and it said Doordash. So I'm like, okay, this is the customer. I had already updated the customer what was going on, but obviously I'm like, okay, she wanted to know more because she was calling me. So I picked up the phone, and said hello, and it actually wasn't the customer. It was actually Doordash support. So I'm like, oh my God, what do y'all want? I ain't got time for this, man. Y'all, why are you calling me? And Doordash support calling me out of the blue. What's up with this? So basically they say, are you still at that Wendy's? And I'm, my ears are wide open. I'm like, okay, I know there's some scams going on out here. So like, what's going on? So they asked me, hey, are you, you're doing, this is Marshall, you're doing that order for Wendy's for such and such customer, So I'm like, yeah. And it was a Middle Eastern voice. So I'm like, okay, is this a scammer or something? I mean, is this the customer actually trying to scam me? Because they have all that information. They just asked me. but I'm like, also, this is Middle Eastern voice, so most of the support is Middle Eastern. So I'm like, but I'm, I got my radar up. I'm like, okay, somebody trying to scam me. But I'm also, the phone said DoorDash too on it. So I'm like, okay, is this a scam or is this legit? So they go on to ask me, say, hey, are you still on that Wendy's order? I said, yeah, actually, I just got in the car. And they said, okay, well, we're going to give you $5 into your account. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I'm not, okay, I got time for this. I ain't gonna argue with you giving me some free extra money, So yeah, we had that little short conversations. I said, okay, I'm actually in the car with the food now. But I appreciate it. So that was pretty much quick call, end of conversation. They didn't ask me for any other information or anything that might have been part of a scam or anything. They just asked me that basic information, I guess, to confirm that I'm Marshall and doing that order and that customer. Other than that, they didn't ask me any more questions. So I'm like, okay, maybe this was legit. So I continue with my day. Go ahead and drop that off, pause it, head back to my favorite spot, and kept getting that real money. So at the end of the day, I went ahead and bam, I ended my dash, and I look at my account and I see the $5 reimburse. So I'm like, wow. I'm like, okay. So this was legit. This was a legit call from DoorDash support, and I legit got $5. And I'm guessing because the wait was so long, they gave me the extra $5. So but yeah, guys. So has that ever happened to any one of y'all out there, especially anybody in Fayetteville? Are they testing something new in our market, or have that happened to anybody else? I would love to know if that has happened. And if DoorDash is starting something new, hey man, we appreciate that, man. DoorDash got a lot of good things about it, got a lot of bad things about it. We got to take the good with the bad, but this definitely sounds like one of them good things. Getting more money is always a good thing. So but yeah, if this has happened to anybody, leave it down in the comments. I would love to hear if this has happened to anybody, because like I said, I've been doing this almost a year now, and I've never gotten a call. I've never gotten a call from support out of the blue, period, and definitely not a call giving me some money. So it's been about a week since then. I've had some long waits at restaurants, and I'm like, okay, I'm waiting on that call, maybe they get and I haven't had a call since then. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I don't know if they're testing some new things. Obviously, I'm thinking they're testing some new things, because why else would they do it? But yeah, they haven't done it since then. And like I said, I've had a few more long waits at restaurants, if that's even the reason they're did that. I have no idea. But I appreciate that, DoorDash. And if anybody else has had that happen to them, please leave it down in the comments, man, because I'm super curious about what's going on with this. But once again, guys, hey, you know how we are about this negativity out here. We ain't accepting it from nobody, no family, no friends, no strangers, nobody on social media. We keeping positivity in this community right here. So if you got that negativity, man, don't bring it down in our comments. Don't bring it. Hey, if you like negativity, keep it to yourself. Roll with your negative crew, because over here we're trying to keep everything on positive. Now, if there's some things about DoorDash that they can improve on, yeah, I will definitely point it out, not being negative about it, but I will point it out to you guys and see if y'all guys going through the same thing, or if it's a one-off with me or whatever's going on, but anything I come across anything that's kind of different, I will post it, positive or negative. But the main thing overall, hey, we stand on this positivity, and we gonna stay getting on this money, getting more money, because that's what it comes down to in our community. So once again, guys, hey, it's been fun, And definitely, if this has happened to you, leave it down in the comments. And once again, guys, y'all be careful out there. Be safe. Be careful driving. And you already know. Keep getting that money.